Last week I went on a listing appointment and I was being interviewed. Kind of a unique situation because one of the sellers is a realtor from out of state. And so normally when I go on a listing appointment, sellers will have maybe 4 or 5 questions, mainly concerning what do I need to do to get my home ready to sell? How much are we going to price it at? How long do you think it's going to take to sell? Should I leave this? Should I take this? So on. Not real inquisitive questions, just typically it's all about their home and how it's going to affect them to get it sold. So when I went on this interview, I knew ahead of time that one of the sellers was a realtor from out of state. And so I was prepared that I'm probably going to get grilled on this more so than I normally am during a listing interview. And it's a very unique property. It sits right outside the city limits, has about 3 acres. Great home, good bones to it. But it is a little bit of an older home. There's going to be some cosmetic updates that I'm sure buyers are going to want to do to this house. So we're sitting there and we've talked about what do I think they need to do to get the home ready to sell? What do I think they need to price it at? This lady had an iPad out and she had her questions ready for me. And I enjoy things like that. I mean, I enjoy it when people ask me questions and they're inquisitive, not just about, okay, it's all about their home, but what's the market in general doing? What's your average price point in this market? How long does it take homes to sell in this market? And I wasn't the agent that had to fumble for those answers. I knew because I look at that stuff every single week. If you watch my Monday market report that I do, you know that I'm in that MLS every single week and I'm studying those numbers and I'm sharing that information with you. So I enjoyed it. And I told her, I was like, this is so cool because normally we don't get this kind of interaction from a seller. So anyway, we finished up the interview. I knew already they were going to be talking to 2 or 3 other agents. I got an email from her on Monday and they had interviewed a couple of other agents. All of them, or both of them, I guess I should say, had given her significantly higher prices to list the home at than what I had given. And of course, if you watch my videos, you know that I'm a huge advocate for doing a pre-listing home inspection. Let's find out ahead of time what issues we're going to have, and then we can decide, do we want to address those issues or do we need to compensate for it in our price? It's awful to get under contract, have your hopes up that your home is sold, and then get hit with a surprise because of a home inspection. So one of the agents had said, oh, absolutely not. You do not want to get a home inspection because anything you find out, you have to disclose. Now, if there's information on the home inspection that affects the property condition disclosure, it's an adverse fact, yes, you have to disclose it. But again, that's why we do it up front. So we know what the issues are. We can tell buyers what those issues are so that they can make that determination up front. Is this going to be a problem for them? So anyway, she was asking me about the pricing again. She was asking what's my opinion on doing this home inspection, several different things. And the reason she emailed me was because she said, of all the agents, you seem to know your market better than any of them. I don't know if she's going to go with me or not at this point because, like I said, some of these other agents gave her much better pricing on what they thought they could get for the home. But I reminded her, if they're not familiar with the market and they don't have that knowledge like I did, they may be giving you a number just to get the listing. And then when it doesn't sell after 30 days, they're going to be beating you up to do price reductions. I gave you a number that I felt like was fair based on the condition of the home, based on the location of the home, that will get your home sold within 60 days of the listing date. Advice to you, if you're interviewing several agents, just because somebody gives you a pie-in-the-sky price doesn't mean it's going to sell at that price. Make sure you pick an agent who has knowledge of the market and can back up what they're telling you with the actual comps and the numbers.